Naskovich, we thank you very much for your continued support. You gave an excellent overview of the situation, and I must admit you are a great leader in the mining field in this country. We thank you deeply for your participation. I would like to welcome now Mr. Brian Ebel, the Chargé d'Affaires of the Embassy of Canada, and thank him deeply for the support of the Embassy to this event. Mr. Ebel, the floor is yours. Let us welcome to the podium Mr. Ebel.
Thank you very much for that welcome. I must say that this is probably the best podium I've ever had the chance to speak at. It's got handles that I can put my hands on to hide my nervousness, and when the audience gets bored, it's got this great screen in front so you can watch the images as they go by. Uważeni pomocnicze ministra, ambasador, poštovani uczestnicy. Velika mi je čast da vam svima poželim dobrodošlicu na 7. Međunarodnu konferenciju mineralnih resursa u Republici Srbiji. Želim vam dobrodošlicu u ime kanadske ambasade, u ime našeg uvaženog govornika iz Rudarskog udruženja Kanade i ime velike delegacije kanadskih investitora koja učestvuje na ovom važnom događaju. I would like to thank the organizers, TGI Group International, for staging the 7th consecutive edition of this conference. Each year, the number of participants is growing, which attests to the importance of this sector and the positive development of this industry in Serbia. It's also a great honor for me to be here personally. Mr. Somakos mentioned that here today joining us are some mining engineering students. And for the benefit of those mining engineering students, I just want to say, digress a little bit and share a sad story about the development of my professional life. When I was young, I went to a university that was home to a renowned mining engineering program. However, in an act of youthful misjudgment, I enrolled in electrical engineering instead. So I thought I would have ahead of me a life of Fortran programming and 5¼ floppy disks and a brave new world. And as a result, in my professional career as an engineer, I focused on moving tiny electrons around on a microchip. But I've always been envious of mining engineers. And I've always been jealous of the mining industry because you have the opportunity to move mountains. The technical achievements of the mining industry are enormous. I've been 1,000 meters below the surface of Saskatchewan and seen the incredible underground network of Canada's potash mines. It's a breathtaking sight to see what can be accomplished through careful planning, technical expertise, massive equipment, and a strong sense of purpose. All of you should be proud of the capacity you have to transform the earth, to generate enormous wealth, and to ensure that projects are carried out in an environmentally and socially responsible manner. I'm also proud to be from Canada. It's a country with a strong mining tradition. Canada's a vast country. We've got over 10 million square kilometers. You may have seen it on a map. We've prospered over the past 150 years largely through the development of our natural resources. Resource development has helped to make Canada and its economy into one of the strongest in the world. I'm just going to say a couple of facts and figures. Many of you may have heard these before, but there will be a quiz afterwards, so I encourage you to listen carefully. Canada is one of the largest mining nations, producing more than 60 minerals and metals. We've got approximately 375,000 people across Canada working in the mining and mineral processing industries. And Canada has one of the largest mining supply sectors globally, with more than 3,700 companies supplying engineering, geotechnical, environmental, financial, and other services to mining operations. Mining contributed 56 billion Canadian dollars to Canada's gross domestic product, and Canada ranks in the top 5 countries in the global production of 13 major minerals and metals. We're first in potash, second in uranium, nickel, and niobium, third in cobalt, aluminium, and platinum group metals, fourth in salt, sulfur, and tungsten, fifth in diamonds, graphite, and gold. 57% of the world's public mining companies are listed on the Toronto Stock Exchange and the TSX Venture Exchange. Globally, Canada is recognized for its leadership in safety and sustainability. Mining companies in Canada were the first in the world to develop an externally verified performance system for sustainable mining practices with the creation of the Mining Association of Canada's Towards Sustainable Mining Initiative in 2004. For all of you here today, your presence is a testament to the growing strength and the growing position of Serbia as a key mining country. The mining sector is one where we see a potential for stronger bilateral economic cooperation. The number of Canadian companies active in the market and the number of inquiries we receive are a testament to the current and to the potential of Canadian companies in the Serbian mining sector. Serbia's government has made genuine progress in developing an enabling business environment to attract new foreign investment and to support investors once they arrive. The government of Serbia has put in place legislation based on international standards to regulate exploration and mining. As time goes on, the application of this legislation is becoming more efficient and more effective. These are all positive developments, and we encourage the Serbian government to continue to promote the mining sector. This sector has great potential, which, if developed fully, will contribute even more to the economic growth and prosperity of Serbia and her people. There are, of course, other topics related to mining and exploration that the government of Serbia is addressing, just as we are in Canada and in other mining jurisdictions. These topics are sustainability, environmental stewardship, innovation, health and safety, corporate social responsibility, and for Canada specifically, working with our Indigenous people. Through efforts such as Canada's corporate social responsibility strategy for the extractive sector, the Towards Sustainable Mining Initiative developed by the Mining Association of Canada, and the Extractive Sector Transparency Measures Act, which came into force in 2015, the Government of Canada, together with industry partners like the Mining Association of Canada, is committed to strengthening the reputation and brand of Canadian extractive companies by maintaining and spearheading world-leading policies on corporate social responsibility. The expectation is that all Canadian companies operating abroad respect human rights, all applicable laws and international standards, operate transparently and in close consultation with host governments and local communities, and work in a socially and environmentally responsible manner. Canada's corporate social responsibility strategy has teeth. Canada's government has linked access to government support to the behavior and operation of Canada's companies abroad. Canadian mining companies themselves are committed to community health and safety, environmental protection where they operate. Later today, you will hear more about our corporate social responsibility and sustainable policies and practices from our distinguished speakers, Mr. Brendan Marshall of the Mining Association of Canada and Mr. Todd Romain from Canadian company Nevsun Resources. Minerali I metali su temelj praktično svih roba od kojeg zavisi savremeni život. Svetu su potrebna preduzeća kao što su vaša da bi pronašla i eksploatisala ove minerale I metale. Kanadske rudarske kompanije će nastaviti da imaju lidersku ulogu u ovom traganju za rudnim blagom potpuno poštujući principe odgovornog I održivog rudarenja. Zahvaljujem vam na prilici da govorim na otvaranju ove konferencije. Želim vam uspešnu konferenciju. Hvala vam na vašoj pažnji.